as our
You're still watching Sportfile in Africa. AIT. I'm sure you enjoyed the interview segment with Palace earlier on. So, the Tigress player. It was fun having her here. I'm sure it's like my president actually got her shy. I don't know about that. But anyways, I know Samuel Akman is always trying to bully me on set. He's here already. You're welcome to the show, Samuel Akman.
Yeah, great to be here. I love your kicks.
Oh,
nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds the fresh guy.
anyways, let's kick off with the 23-man list released by who? Jose Pizarro.
Yeah.
It has caused, it has actually generated so many reactions. A lot of people are saying, what is Ahmed Musa doing on that list? What is Williams Troost-Ekong doing on that list? What is Aribo doing on that list? Why are some players not there? Samuel Akman, who is here that shouldn't be here, and who is not here that should have been here for you?
Like I usually say, and I will always say, that these are Jose Pizarro's best team. Do you understand? When we have a coach of that level, you should be able to scout for players. We have players. What is the difference between him and his predecessor? Nothing. Because they said they want to build a national team, new players, new ideas, and new everything. You want to build a national team with new ideas and new players, and we have Ahmed Musa, we have Troost-Ekong. We're going back into time. So for me right now, Jose Pizarro, but the only good thing with this list is that we have home-based players. We have about 4 home-based players in this list, and that is a good one for Jose Pizarro. And he has been at the venue of the Super 6, and he has been scouting, he has been looking for players, and I think he has seen 1 or 2 good players that might make it into the Super Eagles squad.
The number 1 goalkeeper we have suspended. I guess this is another opportunity for these other goalkeepers, people like Adebayo, Adeleye, Victor, Sochima, that is of and of course Olorun Loke Ojo. It's an opportunity for them.
It's not good. It's not good. Let's not paint walls or do makeup with words. It's not good. Since Eyama left and Carly Keme left, is it Carly Keme? I think him. Yeah. We have not had a good goalkeeper because we don't have a good goalkeeping structure. If you go to places like England, you go to places like Brazil, you go to places like France. If you go to places like Belgium, they have a goalkeeping school where they have goalkeepers coming out from the academy straight into the national team, straight into clubs. But we here, we just go pick goalkeepers that will give us heart attack, give us high BP. That is what we have right now.
But definitely, what I expect Jose Pizarro to do is probably try these ones out. Of course, we know that it is a very important game to play, AFCON qualifiers. But is it time?
The Super Eagles, the Super Eagles is not a place where you chop and screw, where you try out players, where you want to try out tactics and all of that. What I'm trying to say in essence is that the Super Eagles is where the best from the nation plays, not where we try players. It's not an academy. That's the Super Eagles. It's not a trial academy. It's where the best players come to play, not where we try out players. If you are trying out players like African qualifiers, you know what to expect. We saw that did not take us into the World Cup because we were trying out players in a very sensitive and very important game.
Trying out players. Akman Samuel is saying that this is not time to try players. Maybe friendly matches is where you try players. I don't know. So many people have been saying this is not the best list Jose Pizarro should have released for the Nigeria Super Eagles. Anyways, from the Super Eagles, let's move over now to the Nigerian Premier League, where we are in the final round of games, where definitely a champion will emerge. It is between Enyimba and Rivers United. They both have 8 points so far in the Super 6. 8 points. And unfortunately for Bendel Insurance, unbeaten run ended, and that may have just jeopardized their chances of...
they might be trying to sneak into the continental ticket if they can beat Remo Stars by 4 goals or more without conceding. You know, when it comes to Bendel Insurance, they don't score. They don't score. I'm sorry to say they're your darling team, but in the past 6 games, they've been scoring 1 or not even scoring at all. And if you look at their form has not been really cool. So I'm not expecting Bendel Insurance to bring out a very fantastic result against Remo Stars. Now, Enyimba versus Rivers United. When you talk about the most informed team right now in the NPFL, you're talking about Enyimba. They picked form at the right time. If you remember Enyimba in the league, they were a bit fumbling with their form. But right now, Enyimba in the past 11 games, they've just lost only 1.
They stepped up.
They've been fantastic. Thumbs up to Finidi George. And for Rivers United, they are former champions. They are making a claim right now. They are the only team, again, that have qualified also for the continent. So fantastic for both of them. Anybody who wins here can represent Nigeria well, but not take us far in the continent. They'll represent us well.
Bendel Insurance, were you surprised that they lost out of maybe of the competition? Because we really started the competition, everybody thought, okay, they'll go all the way to winning. But when the second standard of the league began and they started, you know, series of draws, a lot of people lost hope on them. Are you surprised as well?
I would say I'm surprised.
11 draws straight, like.
Yes, straight draws. And if you look at their last 26 games, if you look at the last 26, holistically, they've won 12 and draw 14. That is not really cool. A team that wants to go really well in the MPFL, you must win all your games. But this is a learning curve. Remember, they're just coming back into the league. And the next season is going to be where you need to watch out for Bendel Insurance, because they might come out full blazing. They've learned their lesson, and they might make amends next season. Probably.
Anyways, another person, a friend of mine, said the Benin Gunners are just like their senior Gunners in England, who topped the league for 280-something days and only lost it to Manchester City. Anyways, the Super 6 in the Nigerian Women's Football League is also going on right there in Asaba, the Stevie Keshi Stadium. The final is between Delta Queens and the current champion, Bayelsa Queens. Who should we give this one to? Is it the host nation, or are we saying...
Bayelsa Queens, how they got to the final is problematic. It's controversial. It is illegal, because I'm trying to use the best words not to hurt their feelings. Because if you look at the game yesterday, they played with Rivers Angels. It was mad with chaos. Yeah, the referee had to run for his life. He was shouting, "Help, help! They want to kill me!" Because of what? He disallowed a dying minute goal. An extra time equalizer from Rivers Angels was stepped down by the referee, and the penalty he gave to Bayelsa Queens to get that victory in the 3rd minute was also questionable. So for me, if a referee after 90 minutes is running for his life, that means that game.
But is there enough for Rivers Angels side to attack the referee? Because that is
I'm not saying it's. We don't promote.
No matter
violence.
what happened,
we don't promote violence. But when you are fair with your officiating, you don't
run for your life.
You don't run for your life, because you know what you've done. But for me right now, Bayelsa Queens and Rivers Angels, that game was mad with controversy.
Dad is gone. Who is winning?
I give it to Delta Queens. It's the battle of the Queens.
Okay, anyways, this is what to look out for. It is going down on Sunday at the Stevie Keshi Stadium. Who will it be? Is it Rivers, Bayelsa Queens, or Delta Queens? Our neighbor. If Edo Queens is not there, Delta Queens are there. I'm supporting them. Anyways, the big one is going down tonight in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Manchester City seeking their first title in the UEFA Champions League against a team that has won it 3 times. Will it be the time that Manchester City finally lay their hand on the trophy, or will it be another disappointment for them?
It's up to Pep Guardiola. It's up to Pep Guardiola. The pressure is mounting. The pressure is real. You want to do the treble. The last team to do that in the Premier League was Manchester United. It was in 1998, 1999, I guess. And the first team to do the treble was Celtic, and that was far back as 1966 and 1967. And now Manchester City want to emulate that monumental feat by defeating Inter Milan. But don't take anything away from Inter Milan. They're quite fantastic. Inzaghi knows how to galvanize his team. If you ask every player in that squad, what is the philosophy of Simone Inzaghi? They will tell you it's been compact in defense, compact in transition, and compact in the final third. When I mean compact, I'll explain it to you right now. Inter Milan play 5-3-2. That 5-3-2 means that they have 5 defenders, and that is an advantage to Inter Milan because of the high press of Manchester City. When I mean the high press, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, the likes of Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, you have Grealish, you have Erling Haaland
coming from the back and to join them.
You have 6 guys coming in to your final third. You need 7 guys to stop these guys.
They may just punish City on counter, isn't it?
Now that counter is where there's going to be a problem. Because one of the best goalkeeping sweeper goalkeeper we have right now is Onana. Onana knows how to play the ball with his legs. And now that is where Zeko and Lautaro Martinez will come into play, because you are going to bypass the midfield of Manchester City. If you want to play the ball on the ground with Manchester City, you're going to lose out. All you have to do is throw the long balls. And now there are 4 channels. There are 4 channels that Inter Milan can exploit. They exploit Lautaro Martinez. They exploit Dumfries. They exploit also Zeko. Those long balls will help Inter Milan bypass that midfield of Manchester City. But by and large, if Manchester City overpower Inter Milan from the wing, it is over.
If Manchester City overpower Inter Milan from the wing, it is over for Inter Milan. Like he said, the Inter Milan side, they are so compacted in that back. They may just punish Manchester City through counter-attacking.
And they're fast.
Exactly, and they are very fast. We have Lautaro Martinez and all of them there.
Yeah.
But Sammy, I must thank you so much for coming on the show. It is unfortunate we will not be able to bring you the French Open that is going down, where Djokovic is still thriving. We will definitely tell you all about that in our subsequent programs. But Sammy Akman, thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
That's our time on today's edition of Sportfile. We'll be back next Saturday with yet another interesting show. Until then, I remain Osai Bofu Sifo saying bye for now. Let me go and play some b-ball with, you know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying?